Right, I'm just going to give a rundown of what we expect of the display over here. I'll start at the back of the shelf. We'll start with the bus. All the shelves would be the same, but I'll use this shelf for convenience. Every bust stands on a container or two, or maybe it doesn't stand on a container at all. It's just the way we do our display. So some of the busts are elevated, some aren't. The container will either look like this or similar. It doesn't go horizontal, it goes vertical, and we place the bust on top. It's very difficult to remember how the display should be because no one shelf is the same. So what I've done is each shop will have a diagram, and you can see clearly the top shelf will have two plastic containers for the first bust, 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't even try and remember it. Pull out the plastic sleeve from your file, refer to it, and after you've merchandised, you can then put the bust back the way they should be. So that's the bust and the containers they stand on. Regarding the bust, there are only 4 necklaces per bust. And you'll see what we've tried to do is put the delicate necklaces, just 4 on one bust, and where we have more chunky necklaces, we put them on another bust. What's important to note is we don't mix them up. You can see what happens if I put this chunky necklace over the dainty ones. You now can't see what they're all about. So that's why we keep the chunky separate from the delicate ones. So it's 4 per bust. If the chunky ones start running out, it's not a big deal. I'm happy to have 2 or 1 on a bust if you don't have any stock in store. But for the most part, every store has a few dainty necklaces in their stock, and only if this bust with all the chunky necklaces sell out, then you're welcome to go to your store, grab 4 dainty necklaces and put them on. But don't mix the chunky and the dainty. Then coming forward to the bracelet holders, you'll have noticed everything's in a bit of a curve, starting from the bust. Nothing's in a straight line. And the same applies to the bracelet holders. They're all in a bit of curve. Just to explain the bracelet holder, we don't put all the chunky, heavier bracelets on one side and all the dainty on the other. We mix it. We mix the textures, we mix the sizes. So it's sort of a chunkier, dainty, chunky, dainty, chunky, dainty. We mix it. Don't tend to come and want to put the chunky on one side and all the dainty on the other. Then moving forward to the earrings on stands. Basically it's a simple system, also a slightly curved look, but you've got 2 rows of the taller stands, and over here 2 rows of the smaller stands. If they're kept in neat rows, the customers can see exactly what we have, what designs, and what they'd prefer. Then coming forward to the rings, it's also quite important here. What we've done is we put a small ring or a dainty ring, a chunky ring, and a dainty ring. Also, there has been the tendency to want to perhaps put all the chunky rings on the top half and the dainty ones on the bottom half, but that's not how we do it. So we you can start it whichever way you wish, small, big, small, or big, small, big. Either way, but the reason for this, if you try and put all the chunky ones next to each other, they actually overlap. So that's why we do it this way. Regarding the stud earrings, only 12 per color, and we prefer, if there's stock of it, to have 4 small, 4 medium, and 4 large. I also leave stock in the stores of the stud earrings, so there's no need to pack out more than 12. If they sell, then go to the back of the store or under the counter and just pull out a few more and put them on, but not more than 12. And also very important, there is a tendency to want to line the stud earrings up in a straight line all the way along the shelf. We don't do that because, once again, everything on the shelf is in a slight curve. So we follow the curve all the way. It's the busts that are in a curve, the bracelet holders a slight curve, the ring stands are not flat. This is also not acceptable. It's all turned in. The earrings on a curve and the stud earrings on a slight curve. And that's basically BNT's merchandising as far as this shelf is concerned. Thanks.